So it's been nearly 2 weeks since Squad Busters has gone into soft launch and nearly a week and a half since it announced it was going global, which is awesome. But there are some things that I would love to see changed with Squad Busters before it goes into global. And I'm going to talk about some of my pain points and everything like that, and also talk about some of the good things that I've been enjoying with Squad Busters as well. And hopefully the team takes this or watches this in the first place. And if you are, thank you. And takes this back and is able to come up with something awesome or take some ideas from this. My goal with these videos is to never put the team down or anything like that, or make them feel like these are bad decisions that they made. My goal is to hopefully help them continue to grow the game and make changes that are going to be impactful to the player base, as well as, benefit them, because at the end of the day, game development's a business. They have to make money too. So we kind of have to think about it from both sides of the coin. And that's my approach here, is to kind of pick and choose and see how it benefits both the players and also the developers of the game as well. So first, let's start off with the monthly pass. So going over the gem pass and everything like that, I think the gem pass is a little bit interesting, if I say so myself. So the gem pass, let's take a look at it here. If we open it up, I've already completed it in game, and we're at 26 days or 26 days left in the season, and it honestly feels like the rewards are just a bit repetitive. I would like to see something that's unique to the pass itself, and that's you purchased it like a cosmetic, like a profile customization, expanding on that feature, and being able to really showcase that you were able to get something cool from the season, something like permanent value that's added to your account and everything like that. So it feels too short, but I'd love to see exclusive in cosmetics in it, something that's customizable for the player. I think the pass is just a little lackluster in my opinion. In terms of the value that it provides, great value. Everything that's in here for the price that you get for $10, really good value. I'm not saying the value of the pass is bad. I just wish there was something more to it. It's just make it better. It's already great, but just make it better, make it more personalized, make it more rewarding for a player to feel like they remember getting that pass. That first season, the very first season that came into Squad Busters was so cool because I was able to get this reward. Maybe they'll do that after global launch. Maybe they kind of left it bare bones because they knew a global launch was around the corner, so this is what they put in. Could be, I'm not sure, but hopefully the pass improves over time. But the value you get from the pass is actually very good, so I'm pleased with that. Next up, I want to talk about the daily grind. Some people feel that there's not much to grind daily. They log in, they play through games, and then they get off, and then they wait until their chest tickets are full, then they go in and do it again. I know there's Plaza Upgrades coming soon. If we take a look at the home screen, there's this guy with the backpack here, and you just tap on it, it says Plaza Upgrades coming soon. So we know it's coming. We don't know what those will hold specifically, but so maybe there's a lot to do there. But I would really love to see plazas be a secondary way for players to grind and progress, with things like gem bonus, so you can get more gems, a chest bonus. You can get a bonus chest ticket every day or every X amount of time. And also gold bonus. The way it worked in previous beta was there were hammers that you went around and found in matches, and the hammers were associated with how you rank up things in the plaza. So 5 hammers will get you level 1 of this building, and then level 2, and it just goes up from there to build and upgrade that building, so you're able to get things more, and so on. So this way, when a player runs out of chest tickets, they can still go around and find those hammers in matches, and that way you can still work towards upgrading things in your plaza. I think that's a really cool secondary progression that you can incentivize players to continue to play daily even if they run out of chest tickets. So and one thing about chest tickets, while we're on that topic, I was going to talk about it later, but let's talk about it now because we're already here. So if you didn't know, I want to see the chest tickets change to daily versus 1 every 3 hours. I don't like the every 3 hour option. The cap is 3. It's 9-hour intervals because it's 1 every 3 hours, so 9 hours. It's weird because there's 24 hours in a day and 9 is not divisible by 3. Like, it makes sense if it was like 8. I don't know, but first I'd rather just not have that. Instead, what I'd rather do is have it be so that it's kind of like in Brawl Stars, where it's like you have like you get star drops every day. Just if you want like however many it is, I think it's 8 chests. Just let people use 8 chest tickets per day. Like, you get 8 chest tickets every 24 hours. So instead of 1 chest ticket every 3 hours, just do 8 chest tickets every 24 hours. And that way somebody can log in. They don't have to go throughout the day. They can just log in one sitting, get all their things done. They'll play longer in one sitting, which will make them enjoy the game a lot more because they're not playing it in short bursts, feeling like they're wasting progression or wasting time. Instead, they'll be able to sit down in one sitting, grind through everything, and get all their chests done. So that's one pain point I have with it. The second one, option to skip using a chest ticket if you want to save your chest tickets until you have a better win streak or place higher in a match. So one thing I also noticed is if the spins for first place and second place are 4, and then I think like 3rd through 6 is 3, and then I think everything else is like 2. First place should be like 5 spins, like you get 5 spins. Second place is 4 spins. Third place is 4 spins, so second and third are 4 spins because it's a podium finish. And then 4th, 5th, and 6th are 3, and then everything else can be 2. I think that's fine, but it's just weird that 1st and 2nd are only 4, and then the difference between 1st and 3rd is only 1. I don't know. I think that's a little weird. I think like finishing 1st should yield a lot more rewards, but that's just me. So that's the first thing, and the second thing, like I said, the ability to skip chest tickets. So if you lose your win streak, say you just had a bad game, you finished in 9th place, you lost your win streak, you're forced to open the chest ticket. What if you're just like, nah, I don't want to open it after that game. I want to rebuild my streak, right? Because then it also incentivizes the player to play longer. Like, right? They just lost their streak. They want to capitalize on the chest tickets with a high win streak. So if they logged in and only played 8 games and couldn't skip their chest, but guess what? If they wanted to come in and play and get the most value from their chest and they lose their win streak, they're going to play 5 more games than they would have. So now they're playing 13 games minimum. So that way they can get their win streak back. And it's like, okay, now I have the maximum win streak bonus that I can get those 3 extra spins. So now that I have that, now I want to use my chest tickets. It incentivizes people to play longer. So I think that's just helpful for the team also because it gives better numbers for their game in terms of player retention. So that's just my thought. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. So now let's talk about unlocking characters since we were just talking about chests. I don't think we have the drop rates for unlocking new characters from chests, but they also feel like really expensive in the shop. I think it'd be cool for if characters were gained rather than by spending the gold to unlock it. You progress towards unlocking that character by collecting the gold in the match. So you guys know how it costs gold to open chests in-game. What if you were able to collect that gold, right, and put it towards unlocking the character? So for example, right now rares cost like 90,000 coins and epics cost 120,000. Reduce that like by 1 so it's 9,000 and 12,000. So 9,000 coins to get a new rare unit. And then you collect those coins while playing a match. Each match you probably get maybe like 120 to 150 coins. So that means you're theoretically going to have to play 90 matches to unlock 1 rare unit. I still feel like 90 matches is a lot. If you think about it, that's 10 days of like guaranteed, like if you log in daily, you get all your chest tickets that we just talked about, getting 8, right? So you're playing, if you get 100 to 150 coins per match, you have to play 90 matches to get there. That's a good amount to progress. So every time you finish a game, however many coins you get, that goes towards the progression, towards unlocking a new character. Now, there's a chance you could get it from a chest still, right? Like, so you still might be able to get that new character from a chest, but at least you're working towards unlocking a new character. So whatever that is, and then once you run out of characters to unlock, then you kind of get to choose, right? So if all your characters are unlocked, and then you're working towards the progression, well, all of a sudden you can use those coins to get duplicates of the characters, so that way you can evolve them. So then that way, like for a baby rare, maybe it goes down to like it's cut in half, 4,500 to get 1 single baby. So then that way you can choose, okay, I just got 4,500 coins. Now I can upgrade a rare, or I can choose a rare and put progression towards that. I'm 9 out of 10 on my Pam. I want to get her to that 10 so I can evolve her to her classic form. Boom, I just spent my 4,500 coins that I collected, put that into Pam, got that extra unit, now I can evolve it. So I think that would help the progression system a little bit more, and also incentivize players to run around, collect a lot more coins in match, and also have the coins be a little bit more impactful outside of the battle. And it doesn't feel like this unobtainable feat by like 90,000 coins. That's a lot of coins, but it's only coins you collect from the match, not the gold that you buy to use to buy things in the shop. It would be like separate, I guess, gold coins. I don't know. Maybe it needs to be a different currency, but that's something that I would like to see. Let me know what you guys think of that down in the comment section below. Next up, new game mode ideas. People think like the gem grab mode is repetitive, even though we do have modifiers and everything like that. I personally don't find the game extremely repetitive. I can see where people are coming from though, so I did want to address this, and I do think it would be fun to have some different game modes introduced into the game. So I have a couple ideas. One idea is like a knockout game mode. So there's 2 players. Each player has the same pool of units to choose from. You have 2 minutes to farm and build up your squad. So this way it comes down to how can you farm efficiently. Like if you have access to the same exact units, so Goblin and Mavis, let's just use those as suppliers for an example. How do you capitalize on using those characters to be able to farm most efficiently, to be able to upgrade your squad and then bring your squad into battle once those 2 minutes run out? And then you also get to choose 3 spells, so there would be a selection of spells. You can pick up those 3 spells and everything like that. And then after 2 minutes, you fight in the middle. No modifiers. NPC bosses can be NPCs can be like floating around the middle, so that way people can maneuver, hide behind them, jukes, because movement is super impactful in this game. Being able to maneuver well, work around the environment that you're in is part of the skill in Squad Busters, right? So I'd love to keep that kind of incorporated in there, but it's a 1v1 game mode. It adds a little bit of skill. I'm sure it can be expanded upon, but that's just like first bare bones idea. Maybe that helps the team think of something. And then also Hot Zone. I called it Hot Zone. It could also be like Hardpoint from like Call of Duty. Depends on the game you played, right? It's a 5-player mode. You have 1 minute to build your squad with a maximum of 5 characters, and you can fuse 2 characters. So you can fuse 2, and then you have 3 other characters that you can capitalize on. So 3 individuals and then 2 fusions. So you have to fuse wisely. And then after a minute, a zone will appear on the map. It is locked for 30 seconds. You make your way to that zone. All 5 players make their way over to that zone, and then you have to control the zone as long as possible. So basically, you sit in the zone. 1 second in the zone equals 1 point. First to 100 points wins. If your squad goes down, because obviously like you're going to be fighting, you only have 5 characters. Your squad goes down, a 5-second timer starts. You respawn with the same squad of 5 characters that you chose, right? So everybody got to build their squad. You respawn with that squad, and then you go back to the zone and you try to fight, try to take over, and try to stay in the zone for as long as possible. And then the first person to 100 point wins. Again, I'm not a game designer. I think the idea is good. I'd probably enjoy something like that. Is that the perfect balance for it? Probably not, but hopefully it sparks ideas. That's like the idea with this. But also let me know what game modes you guys would like to see in Squad Busters down in the comment section below. Next, let's talk about consumables. Consumables just feel really weird to me. Mega units feel weird. Keys feel really weird. I don't think they're incredibly pay to win, but they just feel weird. Like, it's hard to explain. The best comparison I can make for people who have played other Supercell games, like, what if you could, in Brawl Stars, you could buy your hypercharge and just fill it instantly, right? Or if you ran out of gadgets and you could just buy another use of your gadget. Or in Clash Royale, you could just buy more elixir to defend a push. So if you just went all in on a push and your opponent decides to counterplay and go in, you could just buy more elixir to help you defend. It like takes away like the core strategy within the game in a way. It's just weird because like Squad Busters is a very different game. It's very different compared to It's very different compared to Brawl Stars and Clash Royale. So I don't know, it's very different. I'd rather see rarity of keys be based on it, like how actively you're fighting players. So like if you go in for a fight, right, 2 squads just battle it out, and you had like 2 fusions, a bunch of characters, 3 fusions, whatever, and then you end up walking away with like 2 characters left, right? Like you had 3 fusions and like 6 characters, and then you walked away with 1 fusion and 1 character. All you get is 1 free character. Like, not even a fuse character, just 1 free character, and then somebody can just come in third party you and absolutely destroy you. I think that the consumable keys should be tied to how much you're fighting and how much you're winning your battles. So if you go in with 3 fusions and 6 characters and you leave with 1 fusion, 1 character, you should get 2 fusion keys and like 2 epic keys from that fight, and then just be able to bring your squad back up to life, so that way you can continue to fight. Like, yes, you get the gems for it from beating that squad, but what does that matter if you're just going to get knocked out anyway, right? It doesn't matter how many gems you got from that fight, because now your squad is down. If somebody's near you, they're just going to come in and steamroll you and clean you up, and then they're walking away scotch-free because you didn't have many squads left to damage them, right? So I think the keys, like the rarity of keys, should be tied to fighting and reward players for fighting. So that's just my opinion. And then for fusions, I would say, what if you get so you get three characters to make a fusion unit, right? What if you got 5 characters to make a mega unit? Because the megas aren't really that different than a fusion unit in terms of stats. They do have like a little bit extra on their abilities. So what if it just took 5, and when you chose your 3rd unit, it would say keep 3 units or fuse them, and then you could go towards the mega, right? So you could keep it or fuse it. Obviously, there's only 2 megas in the game right now, El Tigre and Dragon Chicken, which are forms of El Primo and Chicken. So when there are more megas added in, you can keep 5 Colts and fuse it to a fusion Colt. You can keep 5 Shellys and take it to a fusion Shelly, you know? So different things like that. So that could be one way. Or if they made like the mega economy. So like if you look at the game that we have right now, right? If you look at the gem pass, so like this has 2 Dragon Chickens, this has 4 Dragon Chickens. What if you took that part of it and you went in and you were like, okay, I've collected this many, and then once you collect 100 of that mega, you unlock it permanently, right? So once you unlock that permanently, then you can choose to use it in battle. So a timer, the match starts, there's like 4 minutes in the match. Once it gets down to the minute 30 mark, players can no longer choose their mega. So you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to choose the mega, or choose when you want to use that mega. You can opt to not use it, or you can opt to use it. Like, why would you not, right? But you would queue up with megas, and then you would just try to find out when you want to use it. Like, do you want to reveal what your mega is? Because you only have that mega, right? You're choosing the mega before you go into the match. So then it becomes strategic. Do you want to show your mega already? Or do you want to hold back and not show it and try to claim it towards the end as closely as possible? So in that way, somebody can't like counterpick on you, right? So that's kind of an approach to it. I'd like to see megas feel a bit more permanent rather than having them be consumables. But I just don't think like the consumable aspect is really beneficial for the long-term health of the game. Skins. I would love to see skins in the game. I know it gets chaotic in fights, and sometimes like you can't really tell which characters are what. Even now they don't have skins, but I do think skins would be really cool. They did have skins in previous betas, and I loved the design of them. So hopefully we'll get skins in the future. I mean, in a way, like El Tigre and Dragon Chicken are kind of that, so maybe they'll have different forms of fusions for each character, and those can be like skins. Would you want to go Dragon Chicken, or do you want to go Turkey Chicken, or do you want to go Penguin Chicken? Like, I don't know, maybe they'll have different forms and it's like different megas. Who knows? But I mean, we'll see. I would love to see skins of some kind though. And then one of the last things is it's hard to know when you're winning a fight. I think there needs to be some sort of strength indicator. Like as you play the game, sure, you can learn it and understand it a little bit more. But I mean, there are some times where I can't even tell if I'm able to win a fight or not. So maybe there can be like a UI change to indicate how many characters are in that squad. Like there's a fusion primo, or 2 fusions, or 2 basics, or a mega unit. Maybe there's a different way to easily distinguish. So looking at a squad, you can just look at the UI and see what they have. I think it's very difficult for casual players to come into the game and understand how to win fights. But I'm going to be releasing on video soon on how to win fights, and some tips that I have and some tips that I've picked up on when playing Squad Busters. So hopefully that video will be helpful for you, and that'll be coming out soon. So if you want to catch that video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss when that happens. But that's going to be it for the honest review. I love Squad Busters. I think it's really solid. The progression feels really good. I think there's just some minor tweaks to it. Honestly, the game in terms of like gameplay design, It does feel global. Like, it does feel global. I think there are some things that definitely need to be changed. Like, the consumables is probably top priority for me. Everything else is just like a nice to have. But I think the game's in a really good spot. The artwork is great. The music's great. The style's great. The gameplay is fun. It's addicting. I think everything they've done with this game has been really well polished and really well put together. I'm excited for the future of the game. I'm excited for plazas and see what those looks like. I'm excited for our very first update where we get more characters potentially and everything like that. We already seen Dr. T, Ice Wizard, and Jesse in like official videos on the channels and everything like that. So we'll see. There are more characters definitely in the Supercell universe. I'm very excited for this game. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next one.